Hello dear viewer, and welcome to Warhammer Quest 2 on iOS with me, Jalinon. This is a review of the game. Now, Warhammer Quest 2 is rated ages 12 plus for good reasons. There's frequent intense cartoon/fantasy violence according to the App Store. Yeah, there's also some blood effects with, you know, your adventurers killing monsters. What you're doing in this game is, it's much like the board game Warhammer Quest, where you have a team of at least 4 heroes that you pick before each mission, and then, using their various skills and strategies, and abilities and weapons, you'll go defeat monsters, finish objectives, gain gold so that you can further level up and equip your characters, and have fun, rinse and repeat. So, as an example, this is our Blood Knight, Rathamir Kultman. He has a health potion. If I wanted to, I could unequip it and equip something else. And it'll let you know at the top of the item if you can or cannot use it. And generally speaking, I can use most things as the Blood Knight, Rathamir Kultman. You can also change their color a little bit. The Blood Knight isn't the best example of this, but yeah. He's also got a little shield, the Vampire Shield. Gives him 20% chance to deflect melee attacks, 30% chance to reflect and get rid of arrows and such. So, yeah. Other than that, we've also got our dagger, which costs 1 action point to use. It does multiple attacks, so 2 attacks whenever you use it. The chance to deal 4 to 6 piercing damage. There's 3 types of damage so far. Piercing, I want to say slashing, and crushing. So yes, there are 3 types of damage. The way you can tell how affected an enemy is when you hover over an enemy. It'll let you know with a little bar by each style of the attack. Also, this is probably the best weapon I've got right now, the Mace of Hellstone. It's pretty nice. Sets things on fire. So, without further ado, let us go on a journey. Right now I've only unlocked this much of the map. I really haven't progressed very far. The game is a little slow-paced. It does feel like a board game you can play by yourself, and not have to worry about setting up each time you go into play. Unlike the first one, I have not seen that kind of storybook unrolling of new parts of the map, which is a little disappointing. That was one of my favorite parts. Let's go back to Caroburg, I guess, so that we can see what the travel is like. There's a chance that an event will happen, or that we run into monsters, etc., etc. Right now, I'm on kind of the 3rd chapter thing, where I'm in Stapelhugel. I don't want to reveal anything else. Ooh, we came across a puzzle box. The warriors come across a wooden cube about the size of a small chest. Irregular shapes are cut into it. Solve the puzzle speedily, come the words upon the wind. Okay. I would like somebody else to do this. We've only got Marcus available, apparently. Oh no, we can have somebody else. We're going to use Maharva Darkshade, my secondary sorceress. I actually got Zatara randomly from an event where she was one of the rewards, which was pretty good because she's level 5 and she has an ability with more action points and blah blah blah. Basically, she's better. So we're going to use her, so if there's any negative effect, we'll try to solve the puzzle with our intelligence. Oh no, it's checking our speed. And we gain a random injury because we weren't fast enough. We'll continue traveling to Caroburg, yes. So as you can see, we can kind of move the map around. This map is very smooth, in my opinion. There are some lag spikes occasionally. I do like how the towns pop out of the map. That's pretty cool. There's a tavern. This is where you go to get information and sell stuff and buy stuff. So we could dismiss a warrior we don't have equipped. You can also buy warriors. Now, looking online, it sounds like buying warriors is actually more cost-effective. So, apparently, you don't want to train the guys you've got. So this was a map we went to. I believe that's where we got our mace. Okay. There's the market. And this is where we can buy some equipment. So, as you can see, equipment, you know, it does have a cost. Do I want a greatsword? Weapons cost +1. No. Anything that increases your action points to use anything is probably bad. Until you at least get an ability for your characters where you can decrease action point costs. For now, though, no. This one lets us use this for 1 turn, it looks like. There's a cooldown of 3 turns, okay. But that would take one of your 4 inventory slots. Okay, Witch Hunter can use that, which we don't have that. You'd have to buy an in-app purchase. The game is already $4.99 without in-app purchases, but you can unlock other classes and equipment and all sorts of things if you pay. Let's go into here. Aha, the Great Sword, the Dwarf Slayer, the High Elf Mage, Ogre, War Dancer, Warrior Priest, Bretonnian Knight, etc., etc. So as you can see, it adds more campaigns and lots of other stuff if you enjoy the game a lot. And if you want to speed up collecting things, you can pay $20 and get 50,000 coins right off the bat. So, if you're going to spend a lot of time on this game, that might be worth it. But most likely, you will enjoy the slow process of accruing wealth and knowledge and power. Much like in XCOM or any of those other games. And much like XCOM, there's a chance you can miss your attacks. So, yay. Okay, so now we have a couple things on the map we could travel to. Ooh, we could get a Dark Energy Staff. I think we've already got a good staff, so we're not going to worry about that. We could get a new Empire Captain who's already level 2. I don't think his stats are that much better. Puppet Master. Anything else on the map I'd like? The Ring of Strength might be good. Potion of Health, we've already got one. Alright. We're going to go over here, see if we can get a ring. This will hopefully be a smaller map too, so we're not spending too much time on the game. That is an opinion, but we will see. So yes, I do have the XP to level up several of my characters, but I'm not going to because of the cost versus benefit. So, we're not going to replace anybody. I think we're good. We've already got our better Dark Elf Sorceress. And then this nice little thing pops up during the login to kind of set the scene. As you can tell, it's a dark game. It's a dark setting. Warhammer is all about chaos is going to destroy the world, and various heroes step in and try to keep the world going a little bit longer. Though, at this point in time, it seems like the heroes are a little bit more self-serving, shall we say. Now, I could take time to set up my team before I open that door, but we're going to go ahead and be a little bit dumb and see what we can do at range. Okay, now that these guys are highlighted in red, we can even change the camera. Boop, boop, boop. And I can also tilt the camera if I can. There we go, there we go. So, hello, Beastman Angor Archer. I missed with my first attacks, okay. I can zoom out and see, we might get a death blow, which would allow me to, oh, no, that was a critical. Okay, so we used up all her action points. Each use of that staff took 2 action points. We now have our elf, little elfie elf. She at first came with a bow that cost 3 action points to use. So, yeah, I am not going to worry about that. Also, I had her sword equipped, which meant it didn't show me the range of the bow. So that was a mistake. I blame commentating. Yep, definitely that. Not my own fault. Alright, so one thing I would recommend is not actually tilting the camera very often. It does seem to make things a little bit more difficult. You can move figures at the same time, but as you can see, I would probably recommend this game for high schoolers and up just because of the dark tone, the occasional blood splatters and things. Let's use our sword. It's better than our mace by far, in my opinion. You have a higher chance of doing stuff. See, like, it missed the first time. Whereas the mace, you only get 1 attack. 1 for 2 action points. This one gives you 2 attacks for 2 action points. And slashing damage. Okay, so to iterate basically about the weaknesses and things. The bat, as you can see, has 3 bars on the lower right near his little portrait. One has a little arrow, one has a hammer, one has a sword. So the top is piercing damage, middle is crushing damage, bottom is slashing damage. Right now they have no resistance. The black bars represent no resistance whatsoever. There will be kind of a whitish bar. Let's see. Anybody here have resistances? Apparently these guys are all wimpy and not wearing armor. Well, okay. One complaint I do have about the game is when you are in this top-down mode, it can be hard to see the door to the next room. So that is that. There will also be occasional ambushes and the like, so keep that in mind. Can I throw my firebomb pretty far? No, I cannot. Need to work on your arm. Okay, well, we're going to move up and block for our tiny ranged damage dealers. Gonna do that. Boink. Because they don't really have much in the way of decreasing resistances either. Marcus, and Radmir. I basically have them set up so that nobody can get diagonal hits either on our best damage dealing characters. Okay, the bat's trying to run away. One thing you always want to try to keep in mind is how much action points it requires for your enemy to attack. This guy requires 3 action points to do its bat strike. So it's pretty bad because if it moves at all, it cannot attack you. So as long as you're at least 1 space away from it, it won't deal any damage. If you go next to it, and then have nothing left, then it can deal damage to you. So we're going to take a little bit of a risk here. Marcus has our best chance of deflecting damage. Whack attack. Goodbye, bat. Alright, Radomir cannot go around the flank. So we're actually going to wait. He could block our people from being able to get further, so we're going to move Zatara second, because she has the most chances to do attacks with her cool staff and the most action points. So as you can see, we are in fact blocking each other. I can't go diagonally around Radomir, can't go through him, even with the action points, so we're just going to end our turn. So that is important strategy. Thankfully, you can choose any of your characters at any time, when to move them and all that. I could do this and then stop and attack, but that's still not great for us, so I'm going to do this. Leave him 1 action point, so if necessary, he can fall back and block the choke point, so as to protect our squishy casters. As you can see, Zatara has some piercing resistance and some slashing resistance on the lower left-hand corner of the screen. We can make 1 more step. He's probably still not in my line of sight. You can see this kind of red line on the end. That represents the range of 5 tiles that we currently have. Aha, we can make 1 more attack. Sweet. Okay, so we're still good. But once again, we are hemmed in. So that was a terrible choke point for us, but so far it's working. We're going to let Marcus take the hits, because he is deflecting like a champ until then. Almost worked, sir. Almost. But for now, Marcus, we're going to show off your firebombs. So for this one, you have to select a square. Unfortunately, I ended up selecting the enemy directly, and it got confused. It's like, wait, what? That's not a valid target. Apparently it's not a valid target. Okay. I want to use the bomb. Bomb. You must drag. And then hit. And then hit again to confirm. It's always a little bit worrying, but we did fine. Okay. We'll move her over here. We can, in fact, take a pot shot. Good. And most likely you can shoot past this fiery torch brazier thing and not worry about that with range attacks. I'm going to go ahead and do this, then block it off. And Radomir, we're going to move up here, and we're going to try to set up and wait before we open this door. We're going to move our elf to the front. Anything else going to pop up there? Normally you kind of want to move as a formation. If you let people get kind of behind, there's a chance they just get swarmed to doomsday. Okay, we're going to move forward a little bit. Try a dagger time. Yeah, it's a happy dagger, apparently. That's what Juliet would say, anyway. Okay, now we've got spiders. They have piercing resistance, so our arrows are practically pointless against the spiders. I believe our bomb is also piercing damage, right? Let's see. Yep, piercing, so it is also bad against the spiders. So that's not great for us. We'll move up here. Move there. So the best weapon we've got is the staff. And then swords against the spiders, because slashing damage is still effective. We're going to end our turn. Hopefully we won't get ambushed from behind. We did not. Okay, Marcus. We have choices. And I don't think we can throw this beyond, can we? Let's try it. Ooh. No. Okay. So that gray tile is the end range of the bomb. As you can tell, I'm still a little new to it. Okay. Let's move over here. Do I get better range now? Kind of. Can I go one more forward and eke out a little more value? Because that's my plan here. Boink, boink. Yay-ish. Okay. Kind of worked. I tried. Okay, Radomir has the mace, which is really good. So what we're going to do is move diagonally, because that gets us a little bit closer, too. And then we're going to try to do as much damage as we can with setbacks. And we move back here. And then we still cannot move quite close enough. So, not going to worry about it. We're going to try to let them come to us, and if they don't, we'll just approach close enough that they can't quite attack us. This guy can attack from range. I think we're safe behind the rock formation. That's the theory. Let's check, shall we? Yeah, looks like we're safe. We're going to go for the bat. Boink. There we go. And then we're going to end our turn. Yep, so they're getting closer. I don't want to use the mace in this choke point unless I have to, because it will set the ground on fire, and then I can set myself on fire. Which is, you know, not the best thing ever. There is a chance that I should use the fireball now. Because why not? Boink. That actually worked. I will claim victory. Radomir could block this all off. We'll go ahead and block it off. Okay, so Tara can attack with our staff. Sweet. I also want to potentially have the chance to use Radomir's mace next turn in a way that will not block everyone from being able to do cool stuff. We go back here. Marcus cannot quite block for our elf. So, oh, it looks like they could strike me from here. If I go directly behind him, I might be safer. Yeah, no, I can't shoot there. Okay, so we'll do that. He'll attack Radomir, hopefully miss and deflect. Yep. There we go. Oh, now we got ambushed. So yes, things that seem to be going pretty well can turn poorly for you. Thankfully. Well, looks like I've used up all my fire bombs. I think I only get 2 per time I go into a dungeon as far as I can tell. Which is a little annoying, because it looks like it's just an action point. But it's not. There's more cost. Okay. Do that. The rat I'm not too worried about, so we'll just keep going on. First, Radomir, I think it is time to deliver a message with a hammer. And as you can see, the ground is now on fire. If enemies went through that, it would set them on fire. So that is the useful part about using this as a choke point, is you can set enemies on fire. The bad part is you can set enemies on fire, and then they hurt you. Okay, I want to use my hammer. Will you let me use the hammer? Apparently not. Do I not have enough action points? No, I have 2. Okay. Oh, 3 action points. Okay. Yes. Mistakes were made. Move 1, use my sword from the corner, so we still have an opening for our friends. Yeah, we didn't need it. Okay. Now I have an item that lets us get another AP when we open a door. We're not going to open a door this turn, but if I have her open the door next turn, then she'll get that action point back. So, we do kind of want her to open the door next time, because she gets a little bit of a benefit. And perhaps a swipey attack. Because her sword is probably as good as her bow, if not better. Okay. What kind of armor? Nothing to piercing. Okay. What about you? We want to take out the archers first if we can. Okay, they have a lot of health though. Let's move 2 and use the mace on this guy in the corner, because the mace is amazing. Or amazing. Okay. Well, yeah, I would say for those who like board games, or just like having a strategy game, this is a decent one. It does feel a little bit slow, but hey, sometimes that's what you gotta do for strategy. The system of attacks, of the 3 types of attacks, are pretty simple to understand. So, yeah. I think the game is good for board gamers, strategy gamers, those who kind of just want the one cost and know how much everything costs. But it will be a grind to get resources. Just know that ahead of time. But there is a decent story as well. It is dark, dismal. You know, your heroes are not necessarily heroic, shall we say? Maybe a little more selfish. You know, looking out for number 1 and all that. Okay, right, he's got slashing resistance. What am I doing? When I should be using the mace. There we go. But now I have made it a little more difficult to get through, so we're going to try to use the dagger. Okay, it didn't quite work out. We are going to leave ourselves a little bit vulnerable here. I'm going to try to do this. Will my ring do anything cool? The Hydra Blade has a 5% chance to kill an enemy outright with 3 attacks. So kind of like 15% almost. Well, 5% each time. So, yeah. I'm sure there's math for that. My brain doesn't want to math right now. Okay, so 6 HP left. We're going to try with the bow, I think. Or, no. I'm going to do a little bit of back and forth here. Okay. Got a critical attack. That was pretty good. We'll go backwards again. You attack. Okay, we get 1 more attack. Awesome. And then we have what? Any more archers? Yeah, that guy. So we could block him off a little bit, except he can still get that diagonal strike against our elf. So we're going to do this. As far as I can tell, having your back to an enemy doesn't matter. It's just strictly a dice roll. So you don't have to worry as much about how you position your figure at the end. And we have giant rats attacking us. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so our elf will take care of some rats. Because piercing damage, well, piercing damage is still good against that guy. What about this guy? Well, mace time. Okay. You over here. Slashing damage is not great still. We'll try the mace. That was actually a good hit. I am impressed. Try to whack this guy the rest of the way. Then you. Okay. There we go. So, yeah. Let's try our short bow. Did that. Okay. Now the rest of the rats should be too far behind us. And we'll go back here once again to have our impenetrable wall of shields. Yeah. Well, apparently it is quite prone to arrow attacks, so yeah. Good thing to know. Alright. What else can we do to make life a little easier for our team? Okay, so here's the problem. This guy does not like us. Radomir is too far away thanks to fire. We'll do this. And we have choices. I'm going to try to fire this guy with our bow. Sweet. Now, and slash a rat. Here we go. You can also slash a rat. I never really used the Hydra Blade, so let's check it out. 1572, okay. I would call that an outright kill. Shown in numbers. Okay. Well, you've got enough to try this out. Okay, 9 damage. Oh, see, Death Blow just activated there. I think it's based off of your speed, if I remember correctly. Where you will continue to attack. And if you take out an enemy, and then you get a Death Blow, it'll go to the next closest, which is why melee attacks are pretty cool. Ranged attacks, though, will also try to attack anybody left in range. So if you can get into a place where you can attack multiple people, it's pretty good. It's a good thing to activate. We're going to stay behind our friendlies. Just get a little bit closer to the warmth of the campfire that suddenly appeared in this dungeon for no apparent reason other than swinging a mace. Yeah. I mean, I could understand if it was an axe, right? Because axe body spray is flammable. But, no. It was not axe body spray. I'm going to move up here. Slowly edge our way forward. Because if we could get 2 attacks, that would be great. Looks like we will not be able to get 2 attacks. Go for the archers first. As much as we can. Not quite what I wanted, but oh well. And then... Okay, so he cannot shoot diagonally at anybody at the moment. I think if I moved anybody differently than they currently are positioned, that would change. So we're going to do this. Okay, I still haven't had to use the potion of health yet. Guess we'll try it. Action points 1, uses 3. Per thing. Okay. Well, for now, we're not going to worry about it. We're too cool. And we have a mace. Boink. It has a very high critical damage range. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, let's move 2. That way we're also a little bit diagonal. So there's a chance we won't need to do stuff. Yeah. I think we're approaching the end, but usually there's like 6 circles at the end of a level, which indicate the end of the level. So I'll wait to use that until we're in a room that has such an indicator. Okay. So there's the door. Let's get closer to it, if we can. And there we go. Alright then. So we want this one to get more action points. And I do believe if you keep moving at a good clip in the dungeon, there's a chance that it recognizes that and gives you fewer events, but I really have no clue if that's true. Hopefully somebody on the internet does. Perhaps a dev. Do we have... Aha. There's a chance we'll be able to take out the rat. Okay. That worked. Okay. So I didn't get to move Radomir as efficiently as possible, but that's okay. Alright then. You are weak to slashy and crushy. Our staff is typically crushing damage, but we're missing. Okay, move out of the way. Yoink. I do like the sword better for small targets because of the multiple attacks. Okay, that guy's going to try to shoot poison at us. And we're just going to move closer. Okay, can I shoot anything? I apparently can. That's pretty nice. Okay. Move closer, and call it a turn after we block off attacks. Okay, so far we haven't been afflicted with poison or anything, which is pretty nice. Okay. Well then. Let us move forward. Right? Yeah. I'll do this. And we might take a chance on the dagger so that we can keep moving. Yeah. Yeah, let's play a little dangerously. Why not? We're close to the end, I'm hoping. So maybe it'll work out? Unless... Was there another door? There was another door. So this is not the ending room. So be careful about that. I've done that at least once. Okay, so Marcus, move over here. You... kind of want... No, that's not going to be enough. Okay. Well, I'm being a lot more vulnerable than I should be if I'm playing smart. We're not worried about playing smart right now. We're worried about winning. Okay. Do that. And I can't do anything else anyway. If I can hit the bat, that would be nice, but I cannot. Okay. Thankfully, it can't really do anything to us. It's just going to move and be unable to do stuff. The rat, on the other hand, did take a bite out of us. I'm going to try to slash the spider. Wow. Nice miss, Marcus. Okay. And then we're going to retreat backwards. And hope that this works out. Try to take out the bat. Nope. Okay, we're going to smush the spider. Okay. Try to take out the bat again. And, oh, death blow activated. And it still wasn't enough. Which is why I like multiple attacks over one big attack. Alright. Take out this rat. And we move forward. Preparing our retaliation. That's a lot of damage. And yeah, Zatara will probably just hold up the back along with our elf until we can move forward. Because that's going to come closer, and then we're going to try to crush it. Crush. Okay. Move 2. Take out the bat. Alright, now we can move the other way. And it's dumb to leave Zatara behind, but we're going to do it. Because I'm trying to make this video a little bit shorter. If possible. Okay. So yes, I wish there was a way to speed up after you've cleared all the monsters out to go to an empty room. But there apparently is no fast forward button. Okay. We are good. Now we're going to move her at least a little bit before we open the next door. Okay, that's a lot of basemen. Would have been nice to have a firebomb now, wouldn't it? Okay, so all these guys are pretty weak to piercing damage. Unfortunately, our bow is not the best weapon, but it's doing work. Can't complain about doing work. Okay, move forward. Oh, should have saved up for using that healing potion, but I will. And then we'll end our turn. Uh-oh. Well, that was a huge amount of damage. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to heal if we can. If we aren't dead. Are we still alive? No, they're technically dead. Okay. Well, they said this would be hard. They were not lying. Kinda wish they were lying. Okay. Try to move back a little bit. Get out of the way. Can I attack from here? No. I'm gonna attack that one for some reason. But not this one? Really? Okay. Well, let's move back out of range. And do some guerrilla warfare. Okay, we dodged one hit. That's pretty good. Okay, that's not so good. But as you can see, there were some blood effects there. Alright, what are you? Do this. Yeah, I think we're safe if we get behind here, right? Well, better check first. Can this guy attack? No, but we can hit that guy, so we're still not safe. Okay. Whereas you can do this. Apparently be pretty safe. The bows do have more range than my magic. So I'm going to move back one more for safekeeping. My two dudes have left, so I'm guessing they are not happy with me. I have had a total party kill before. But yeah. It's not usual. Look at this. Okay. Thankfully our two ranged attackers are able to deal damage that they cannot resist. Do that, and then end our turn. Wait for them to come forward again, maybe. Nope, nope, they can see me. Well, that's not great. Guerrilla warfare. Okay, take out this one. We'll go with Zatara first, since she has the lowest range. And I totally forgot to move her back out of the way. I'm being dumb. Okay. How much does he need? 3 action points? Oh, there's no way he can hurt us. Okay. The archers, on the other hand, can definitely hurt us. Thankfully, we have some pretty good armor on her, I guess. So, yeah. Let's see if we can survive all this. Move back one. Looks like I can take a shot in the dark. There we go. Back one. In turn. So yeah, as you can see, the strategy can get a little long. And we just got ambushed. So that's great. We're probably going to die now. Oh, and they have long bows. Even better. Well, there are now fewer foes in front of us, I think, with ranged weapons. I take that back. Nope, we're pretty much doomed. Well, let's find out what happens when we die. Actually, let's try to attack point blank with our bow. Activate that. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, well, hopefully we take out one guy with 4 different uses of our bow. Let's move like this, so then there's a chance we can just activate our Hydra Blade and outright kill stuff. There's a chance it won't work. Like that. Okay. Well, we're not dead yet. Alright. It'll be a slow death, it looks like. Of course, I could just do quit. We'll do that. Because we're not living. Okay. Injury. Lucky escape, no permanent damage. So as you can see, you can also get permanent damage. So yeah, you may not want to go to hard dungeons. Just a piece of advice that we learned today. So hopefully you enjoyed Warhammer Quest 2. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more iOS gaming videos. And have a great day.